TikTok is one of the largest social media platforms in the world and is used primarily by a lot of teenagers. But while the platform offers plenty of great content, there are also some challenges that end fatally for some people. Just like the now very well-known Kia challenge, where kids on TikTok can learn how to steal lots of Kia and Hyundai models within a very short time with one easy trick, all they need is a USB cable. And as if stealing cars wasn't dangerous enough, these kids also race the stolen cars through the streets at hellish speeds while performing lots of reckless driving maneuvers. This trend is now so well known that Milwaukee, Wisconsin, for example, has its own gang called the Kia Boys. They consist primarily of youths who spend their days stealing Kias and Hyundais and driving them around town like in Grand Theft Auto, regardless of the consequences. YouTuber Tommy G even made a documentary about the Kia Boys in Milwaukee, who seem to have no awareness whatsoever of how crazy it is what they are doing. When he asked them what they would think if they ran him or someone else over during such a ride, they simply replied, "It would be your fault. You should have just stepped out of the way." What's more, many of the owners whose cars are stolen don't have theft insurance, leaving them stuck with the damage. This is, of course, devastating, especially for many people in Milwaukee, one of the poorest cities in the US. And yes, one also has to partly blame the two car manufacturers Kia and Hyundai for the problem. After all, they are obviously doing something wrong if only cars of their brands are stolen in such an easy way by some kids without any technical knowledge. Most kids just wreck the cars and then steal the next one. Well, except for the ones who die in the process, like 4 teens in Buffalo, New York, who recently died in an accident during the Kia challenge, including a young mother. So without this TikTok challenge, these teenagers might still be alive. What's more, bystanders could also be hurt. By the way, there were 5 teens in the vehicle in Buffalo. The driver actually survived. And now he has to live his whole life with the fact that he killed his 4 friends. But the Kia challenge is not the only idiotic TikTok trend. In India, for example, a challenge is currently popular in which teenagers and young adults walk as close as possible to train tracks while a train passes by. The goal is to put as little distance as possible between them and the passing train, and, of course, look super cool doing it. You can imagine that the geniuses who do this don't always calculate the distance they have to be away from the train accurately. Some of them have already been caught by the train at full speed. Regardless of how cool a TikTok challenge may be and how many likes and views you get for it, they are definitely not worth committing a crime or even dying for. That should just be obvious. That's it again for today. If you liked our video, share it with your friends.